Is this thing on now? I think this thing is on now. Astronaut. Hey, I was watching yesterday I was watching Mad Men. I don't know if y'all ever seen that. Y'all ever seen this before? It's actually a really, really good show. If you haven't seen it, I think I just spelled it wrong, maybe. Yeah, Mad Men. Yo, if you've never seen this show, put this bitch on your to-watch list. Now, actually, this show is so damn good that you need to either buy it or you need to subscribe to AMC Plus. I'm going to keep it real. You're not going to find this shit for free. No fucking commercials. It's that badass. But yeah, I was watching this yesterday, and my guy who plays Don Draper, you know what I'm saying, John Hamm, he actually has a quote in the show where, like, there, let's see, Mad Men, astronaut. Let's see, is there any non-copyrighted stuff I can throw into this? But yeah, so long story short, right, the show is about advertising. It's a really, really good show, to be honest, because it gives you a good insight on the beginning stages of advertising and like how like the world in the 50s, right? This is like based in the 50s, 60s, 70s. That's the time era of the show. And it gives you a good perspective of like how ads began and how they went from ideas to campaigns, right? So he made this joke because they were trying to say like, be a right guard, you know, like new right guard, like aerosol, like works in my suit and yours, right? Aerosol. So because it's an aerosol fucking spray can, they thought of an idea of it being like an astronaut. And then my guy Don Draper was like, bro, how you gonna put an astronaut on here? He pees in his pants. And it made me think, I'm like, damn, astronauts really do be peeing in their motherfucking pants. And that's not that cool. But yeah, man, that was a funny ass line in the show. You should watch it because, yeah, was the astronaut idea really that bad? They pee in their pants. Race car drivers don't even pee in their pants. Shit. Motherfuckers whole day pissed the whole time. Might want to be a race car driver. What's up, y'all? The fuck? I'm chilling right now. Come on, boo boo. What up, Rolando? What up, Sun Station? What up, Lita? Dank? Tree City West? Ping Pong. Haven't seen that name in a long time. Oh, because they coming through. They talking about a meme. What's up, Mind, Body, and Crypto? Big ups, big ups. It's always good to see the homies in the chizat chilling. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I guess I'll do a full thing. What's up, y'all? This your boy, Crypto Bruh, a.k.a. More World Peace, the DJ / producer, coming back again with another video about the crypto world, heavily centered around the evolution of crypto. Yeah, pretty much. Hey, man, Zen is everything. Zen is crypto. So the evolution is in crypto. And how it integrates itself into the main frame of said crypto markets here on this channel, I should say as well. We dissect things from experience. You know what? You know what else I saw that was hella crazy? They're gonna have Bitcoin courses in colleges. You can learn how Bitcoin came into existence or some dumb shit. I don't really know. It's not my forte. But yeah, you're gonna have yeah, Bitcoin and all that stuff. I don't really know, man. That's not what we're here for. Again, we're here for Zen. This is coming from user-based data, right? That's what I'm collecting and I'm analyzing. As a user, someone who wants to use the crypto, right? And putting that into relation to an industry where people want the product that they're using, right? And that's kind of, in my opinion, the best way to champion a product. And I've always been looking at cryptos in that perspective. I've never ever distanced myself from thinking that cryptocurrencies won't be as much as a product as a can of soup on a shelf. You know, actually, I tweeted, follow me on X, man. I'll be saying some funny tweets. Go to my replies. There'll be some funny shit in there because sometimes I gotta say something. Here, let's look at the replies. But long story short, yeah, man, crypto as a product is shelf based substance. I think too many people take this shit out of context, and it might be because we haven't yet reached the point where people start to understand that the actual blockchain is a business to business solution. And it is also business to customer, is also peer to peer. But realistically, the thing that funds our reality in crypto, that makes money so that you don't have to put all your money in, right? Or go, as I like to say, steal your neighbor's sugar. You ain't got to steal your neighbor's sugar in crypto all the time. There's this new world. It's called Zen. It's called fair launch, where as long as you're there first, you should come out ahead. And then for yourself, if you know an idea, if you want to bring a solution to the table, you know, you'll be able to do that as well. So shout outs to everybody that's here. Make sure you hit the like button. We chilling. If peeing your pants is cool, then I'm Miles Davis. Shout out to Dank. LOL. Yeah, man. Mad Men is funny, man. Run it back. That's the new thing. I'm gone from, I like early 2000s TV. It really was the golden era. I'm not going to lie. If you're a younger cat out there and you haven't been able to dive in to some good content, go visit early 2000s, late 90s. Shit's hidden. Curb, Sopranos, Mad Men. Shit. Even, I mean, Survivor. Bro, the old Survivors on 1000%. Dumb bitches, legendary characters. You might see my bitch ass on Survivor. Let's just get into this, man. I'm just chilling with y'all. I'm just chilling. Real life is so crazy right now, though. In my real life, I want to go see Andre 3000 on Monday, but that shit costs $298. I'm like, damn. Damn. Oh shit, this doesn't show up on here. This is my clean my glasses. But yeah, nah. So yeah, the $300, bro, to see Andre 3000, that's crazy. I had to put a little blurb over here. I said, I wish I could pay with this with a rap XeNFT. Dun dun dun. Imagine you could pay with, like, if somebody developed like an actual payment rail where like it took a XeNFT and it's like, yo, okay, fine, you know. How about this? How about you wrap your XeNFT and you give us ownership of it, and we'll grant you the $298 worth of fiat, because that XeNFT is worth more. As a real life solution for the XeNFT. That's funny. But yeah, so this is where I'm going with this today. Why I'm bringing it up. So earlier I put on X. Some people will use X1 to launch a shitcoin. Others will use X1 to bring solutions to the world. What side of the balance scale will you be on? And yeah, this is something I'm advising to people out there that are really into putting effort into being something big in X1, right? Like maybe you want to hold a lot of supply, or maybe, you know, you have this idea. Here, let's go over here. Let's go to the Explorer real quick. Maybe you have this idea and you see, you know, X1 again as your piece of the internet that you can make your idea become real, you know? So there's a lot of different ways to get into this. There's gonna be a lot of different ways to be part of this. It's just asking yourself, what side of the spectrum do I really want to be on? Am I a shit coiner, or am I someone who can bring a great idea to the space to help a real world solution, right? Bring a real world solution to a real world problem using X1 blockchain, because we will have enterprise grade blockchain, blah, blah, blah. All right, let's look at Bitcoin. Enough shilling of the Zen. Look at this. So this now this face looks kind of funny, because if you wanted Bitcoin to go down, now you're kind of scared because it looks like it's going to go up. But again, let's look at the Dixie. That's going to tell us really what's happening here. Oh, well, would you look at that? Well, now that makes me a little bit bearish. I actually haven't looked at these two things yet. So yeah, I'm feeling a little different now. Now Again, this face was for the Dixie to continue because they're going to be happy if they can keep going up. Whereas in Bitcoin, we should be sad because we're going down. But now the tables have flipped. Starting to look like this face is now representing someone who might have gone, short on Bitcoin. They did a little shorty. They said, yo, Bitcoin go back to 36. I'm going to do a little shorty. Hey, I'm going to do a risky shorty. I'm going to hit it with the Bitcoin going to 32. Lottie do. Right. But that's just right now. So we got to see what happens. Markets typically pull back on Wednesdays. Right. So what in my opinion we're seeing is just a tiny break in all of narratives, whether you're trading Forex or you're trading crypto. Again, I'm not a crypto trader, man. I'm a supplier. If you need that supply, I got you, but only selective coins. I've already kind of sold most of my other shits. All my shits are pretty much gone. Got only high cap coins now. Bitcoin, ETH, and a bunch of Zen. And now XNM. And soon XN. Bunch of Zunies. The list goes on and on. But yeah, so my whole theory right now, damn, this shit right at the 38. There's a special number floating around. You'll see number 38 everywhere. Isn't it kind of crazy that the Dow Jones is at 38,000 and Bitcoin has been bouncing at 38,000? There's a big thing about the 38,000. You can also say this is happening in Zen, bro. Look at this. In Zen, we just been around 6 zeros 38. That's kind of like where our top is right now. So what I'm trying to get at right now, just to keep it real, is that I don't think the sentiment has changed. I honestly think people are so high on the hopium that they want things to change. But realistically, we are heading down. There's nothing that's really going to be able to stop it. The pullback happening in the mainstream market, in my opinion, because this is just abnormal, I've heard some other things. Like, I've heard some tinfoil hat things, guys. Like, or some tinfoil hatters out there. I'm just going to say tinfoil hat. Because fuck it, I wear one too sometimes, But the hardcore ones who are like, I keep my shit on. I got a custom tinfoil hat. You won't put one on? Try shit? Nah, I'm just kidding. But like, for my tinfoils out there, they saying, what if the government is pumping money into the stock market and we don't even know it? Like, what if they've already allocated inflation that they're pumping in? I'm like, man, that is disgusting. I need some water. So that would be kind of crazy. That's just some FUD though. That's some super FUD. I ain't got the connects on that. I've been looking, and it's just too deep in the internet for me to confirm. So fun tinfoil hat theory though. Like, yeah, how is this going up? Like, where did the bread come from? Was everyone sitting on the bag? Were all the hedge funds just waiting for the rip? So with that being said, the dollar being down explains it all. That everyone is taking profits, but they're using a front, which is going to be the stock market, and now they're bringing in crypto. So if you still on that mainstream shit and you think that Bitcoin's getting ready to turn the fuck around, you might want to look at this again. This is there's a lot of time here, so we'll zoom out on the weekly. Right, so we have a lot of time here. Oh, I gotta get rid of the face. We got a lot of time here, and we're already like fucked. Like, we fucked already. So seeing like this pullback on the weekly, it just makes me very bearish on the daily. And I just think we saw a good day yesterday because, again, Bitcoin's a good product. It's not a bad product. What's going on is you have institutions truthfully trying to gather position all at the same damn time. Smart institutions like a Michael Saylor, right? He been doing it because he needed his piece of land, right? He been in this world. He know damn well he ain't no damn BlackRock, right? So MicroStrategy's Grayscale, they positioned themselves at an early moment and kept going. They had to march along with the FUD to be where they are today. So yeah, they took some fucking profits. The fuck? Why not? They're probably gonna take some more. But why would they do that when they can potentially move the market upwards for a little bit on the daily scale, get people on that hopium, and then just rug them throughout the weekend? Again, I do think Bitcoin needs to come back down and test levels of 26 32, 31. I think that's like not where we are unless this is going to be a very violent stock market push downwards where a lot of people about to get wrecked right now. Like Valentine's Day finna be fucked up for a lot of people, you know what I mean? Like Netflix is up. Like what is on Netflix that I want to watch? Like they don't even have Mad Men. I ain't watching shit on Netflix. I ain't opening that. Tyson drops CVS for startup pharmacy benefit manager as industry upheaves over cost concerns. What the fuck? I don't understand it. Who cares? Who cares about Tyson chicken nuggets? That is such a random tabloid. They're like, man, we gotta throw something in here, bro. Somebody pull up some food shit. What's Tyson doing? That is so wild. But yeah, so back to my thesis here. Back to my thesis right now is we are seeing turbulence, but it's good for price for everyone right now. So not to be bearish and like bullish at the same time. But yeah, we have a lot of time before we need to go up. So this could be a good time to take some profits if you've been waiting to. But at the same time, it could be a good time, you know, to get in the mix because we could see higher highs before we see lower lows, basically. So like, you know, I'm not a trader. I'm just saying I look at the gas cost of things. And that's kind of why I'm like, oh, someone who like me who wants to buy some gas right now, I'll probably wait a little bit because I think this is going to run up and then come back down. So I'll just wait for it to come back down. Maybe it comes back down before I know it, you know, but I think maybe it would take a Friday or so before we would see a significant pullback on this idea. Like we can close today at a high of like 40K. Like we could bounce around. We go to 42, come back down to 40 and close the day. And then it's like, oh shit, like that's not good, you know? But what's cool is it's good to see activity in crypto. So yeah, Zen again, we're on the back burner. Nobody really cares about us. People still got the narrative wrong. People don't understand how X1 chain is going to work. So it's actually holding up right now. But again, it's in the reflection of Bitcoin. So it can still suffer a pull down or a sell off where if you're trying to get cheaper Zen so that you can burn Zen, that could potentially happen. Now, the token that I'm looking at going into the week that has the most potential upside on some random shit, right? Because now randomness is what's going to really drive the market, is DXN. Because DXN is a very random coin that a lot of people know about that probably they're sleeping on, right? So, and what I mean by random sleeping, like no one's really thinking about DXN. A lot of people are excited about XNF. I see that on X as well. Lots of XNF excitement, as we should be, because this is a really, really cool idea that has spawned in the Zen ecosystem. So it's something that's really cool. But people are subjective to thinking like something's going to kill something else. Like that's something we've learned in this research of small capped cryptocurrencies. How about that? That's what we can do. Small capped cryptocurrencies. These are cryptos in between 1 million, 10 million, 20 million. All right. If it's under 10 million, right, it's definitely a small cap where the community is controlling it. And again, with DXN, every day we get closer to March 22nd, the less coins that are being distributed and the more scarce it can start becoming if things activate. And one of those things activating is going to be the Mastodon marketplace for DXN. Where are they at? What's his name? Shadows Rise. ETA of X1 launch is March, in my honest opinion. Yeah, I think actually think X1 chain is gonna come out in a couple weeks, 2 weeks. I don't know. I have no clue. No, I have no insight. I'm just speaking from using it, and it's a coming together. It's a coming together, right? And again, X1 can launch and have nothing going on, and it would still be out. And then now people still gotta like be like, oh shit, this shit is out. You know, I think that's how X1's really gonna come out, and people are gonna be surprised that X1 as a chain came out before the token came out on Ethereum. They're gonna be like, kind of like, what the fuck, you know? Like, you just wake up one day, because like here's also something funny that I think about is like, what if X1 just went live right now, and then you had to figure, like, you needed to be ready right now. Like, do you have the Zen in your wallet, or are you waiting for a signal? You know, are you minting the Zen? Are you waiting for a signal? Where is your quantum? Like, how have you opened the block? Why are you waiting for the box to open to look inside? Like, that's kind of how I got the whole zone thing. Like, why are you waiting? You know, that's another random coin that could go up right now for no fucking reason. And it's kind of showing it in the Zen world. This one's showing some randomness, and it's got some traders trying to do something with it. Like I said, they're trying to peek in the box and figure it out. But again, it built a floor because most of the people who have the coin, again, they're like me, they're speculating, they're looking at the box, they're not fucking with the cat. So the cat is doing exactly what we want it to do, which is nothing. That's what I wanted to be doing inside of the box. I want to be doing nothing. So I think it's doing nothing. Some other people think the same, and it's got some cool speculation where if other people come in and think this cat is doing nothing, then the price will just appreciate because it's doing nothing. And yeah, the real speculation here is the 500 whatever million coins, blah blah blah. Who fucking cares? But yeah, X1 chain could just go live right now, and those who are currently in the ecosystem or following development would be the ones that would know, and it would just go out to everyone else like, oh, X1's live. Like, why were you waiting for the box to open? Like, everyone else is prepared. Why did we need to wait for you? You know? So that's why I'm seeing it come together. And again, we're in the last stages of debugging performance. So just making sure the performance is what I don't know. And that's something I don't know. I've never shipped product, as they would say in technology. So since I've never shipped product, I don't know when you say it's ready in tech. My philosophy side of understanding now is starting to be like, in tech, it's not that it's ready. It's just going to happen. Like, you can't say it's ready. You know, you just got to drop it. You just got to put the iPhone in the world. You got to just put the iPod in the world, right? You just got to put the Tesla in the world. You just got to put the DB Zen in the world, you know? That's kind of like the launching of a product, and then holding on to the bull while that shit buck left and right. So again, that's why I'm like, man, X1, it feels ready. Like, it feels like it could come out today, but I don't honestly think that. I think we still are waiting for the market to figure itself out, and I give the market 2 more weeks before it's figured out. And that's kind of why, again, I have this thesis where this is a trap, a bull trap, to trap that ass and keep heading to the downside as this 200 comes up. So I think we won't be testing moving averages. That's one thing for show. I'm going to say in my my thesis here is we're not going to be testing moving averages. More than likely, we'll be testing resistance and support levels. So as Bitcoin falls, like right here, this severe level of resistance at 38, which makes a lot of sense. Like I said, 38's floating around for some fucking reason. I don't know why. But yeah, could see 38 come down. Wadata, you know, we hang out there for a little bit. People are scared. They're selling slowly, and then they're looking for the next. That's what I mean. People are looking for the next narrative. So they're going to invent it in their mind, quantum. And they're all going to look at the same thing, which is 36. That's a good number, too. Bitcoin also in Gematria equals 36. Zen in Gematria equals 38. And then X1 blockchain in Chaldean Gematria equals 38. It's pretty wacky. Go look at that shit if you want. But But yeah, so I don't think the moving averages are going to control this specific move. I'm pretty set on hypnotic. People are going to be hypnotized by numbers because we're in a full-blown bull market. So to be literal right now is to follow the crowd, in my opinion, because everyone's following each other, right? So right now would be to say that this is so this is on the 3 month. Fuck that. 3 months are stupid. Yeah, this could still go like that would be my thing in the 3 month. If I was looking at this and the third month right now would be considered April, I could see this candle filling out this whole wick right here. And what would that be? Where is that? Some people will be looking at the three month trying to make some hopium. But this is a nasty ass graveyard doji. There's one thing I do know about trading. I know about the graveyard doji, which is a big ass flag for something like this to happen after it. Yeah, let's see how much this filled. So 32.90. Wow. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I guess 32 is on the table if you wanted to look at it like that. Like this red candle for the next 3 months, filling up this here, or going down and wicking to the same level, and then building support and resistance between now and 32. Yeah, why not, right? Here's 6 months. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, the wick here on this green candle 6 months ago is at 29,000. Right, and the fill on this candle was 30. Yeah, and I mean, that's what I mean. Bitcoin isn't over, so I can't look. Right now, we are in a full-blown bull market, so I can't be like, oh, it's over. It's going to be fucking eliminated. You know? That's why 36 sounds way more predictable of a place where people go, I'm very scared. I don't know what's going to happen next. And then the seasoned people go, I'm still DCAing. What the fuck is wrong with you? And then we meet a balance point in the chart because it's always, at this point, it's always going to be between users and retail, right? Retail is like BlackRock. We've officially flipped the script, in my opinion. Follow my theses or not. But I think retail does not include builders. And it's always been that way, but it's just been taken away, or it's been taken out of context, right? And the builder, truthfully, is anyone who has an idea. Maybe you don't know how to make a smart contract, but you got Fiverr. You can go out. You can do the Jake. Like Jake didn't really build his eco. He got a team and they built it out. Jack didn't really build his eco. He got a team and he built it out. But I mean, they're doing, of course, like larger scaled concepts than just like a shit coin or a shit NFT project, you know? But again, that's why it's like time is on everyone's side right now. So you just want to focus on building versus being a retail buyer, because time is not on the side of retail. That's for damn sure. We're more likely to just take off. Again, like X1 chain could just come out right now. Who gives a fuck? Like there's no real retail here. And I honestly am starting to feel like without the chain being real, it's going to start losing excitement. So you can only hold on to a testnet for so long when it works so well. It can't be like post-chain. Like my problem with the whole post-chain launch was that post-chain was bad. So it never got better ever. And it never got better. Here, this is constantly getting better and better and better and better and better. Like, have you even looked at this page yet? Like they just, I haven't even showed this yesterday, but they added like graphs to this. So now you can go down, you can see how many daily blocks are being or are cracking off, how much transaction fees. They also added a total XN burn down here. So you can see what blocks burn some XN, how much XN has been burnt total. So this is a mind fuck. Because I didn't even really think about it, but I'm like, damn, since proof of work came before proof of stake, every time people mine a proof of work block, they make a transaction happen over here, which essentially is creating blocks to burn XN. And that's something that most blockchains do not have. They do not have a token that has interest that helps with transactions. They're really betting on development. They're betting on users. They're betting on your attention. Blah, blah, blah. Watch my other 2 videos if you want to figure out who's trying to bet on your attention. What's up, y'all? LOL. What's Dank saying? Circle that Chico. What y'all talking about? I heard it was ass. That's what everyone said. Oh, no. Somebody said Roddy Ricch is in the box. Y'all going in over here. But, yeah, Roddy Ricch might be in the box. Watch out. But yeah, this is becoming too vivid. And that's why I want to see the Zen price rise. But at the same time, I don't want to see it rise because not all of crypto is going to rise right now. So I would love to see smart money continue to be smart and sell it down. So I'm betting on the weird shit, which is like DXN, XNF, X1, VMPX, you know. But I could be totally wrong. That's why I was like, I could be totally wrong. And then Zen could just be ripping with the BTC having the smallest breakout. Right? Because BTC can definitely break out and go back to like 42 right now. Like fill this wick. Or how about 44? That get people that would get people euphoric to be like, oh man, we're fucking back, you know? And it's like, nah, dude, they gotcha. Yeah, if we got up to like 42, 44, if we cleaned up this chart real quick, that would get people euphoric hella. And it would bring up the 200 closer to 36,000, so we can wreck the market back to 36, and we can use that moving average as an indicator to push our YouTube channel. Hey, we're gonna use this and use that. Because look how bearish this market is, man. There ain't nothing going on. Netflix, Tyson chicken. How to use AI as a career tool to get a promotion at work faster. Damn. What? They just letting anything go today. They said, fuck it, we need content. We got to make this market look active. Tesla gets a small rating ahead of earnings on concerns about EV oversupply. Wow. They got too many EVs now. Before they didn't have enough. Now they got too many. What is it? When's the balance? That's kind of funny. I place my bets on DXN on multiple chains. What's up, Brian? Yeah, DXN on other chains is really good too. My whole thing about the DXN on other chains is it's a little scary because I don't know if I'm still trying to figure out how DXN gets everything back to home base. So I'm still waiting for that to play out. For DXN, for all the other chains, but it's a great opportunity because the price ain't shit on everywhere. I know post chain DXN's going off. It's up 39% today. Jeez. MDXN always has a good market. Actually has really good liquidity. It's a really good place to stake DXN and Zen together. Actually, it doesn't look like many people are doing that anymore. Never mind. Just do Matic. Everybody's moved out of MZen. That's pretty funny to see. Here, let's see what's the biggest gainers over here. Phantom DXN up 50%. Fudge. Missed that one. If you're not over here, you better get over here. If you ain't mining, you're crying. On its way to $1. So this is my whole thing about the DXN and why I'm a little nervous, but I don't know. I think they can get through this adversity that they got in front of them, right? So what they got to do is figure out how to get all these coins together, and they got to figure out how to get these other blockchains, their users, to play the DXN game. It cannot just be Zenians. So that's the fun thing about myself now. I'm 100%. We move into X1 chain. All other chains suck. So I'm going hard for X1 chain and to bring people to the revolution. Yeah, stop messing with ETH. And if I was promoting DXN, then I wouldn't be promoting that concept of stop wasting your time on these other chains, right? So that's where my little theses on how are they going to bring this all together so that it's easy to promote it. Until then, I'm only rocking with ETH Zen or ETH DB Zen because ETH holds the most weight out of all the chains, and I know that it's got a better psychological advantage than every other chain because I don't need to go and find an AVAX holder to play the game. I don't got to go find someone on Moonbeam to play the game. You know, this is the most universal DXN game that they have. So and they're gonna have the. So this is why I'm saying maybe this makes it make sense. They're damn. Where's it at, Rosman? So Roz posted today about his decks, right? Or Mastodon decks coming out by DXN. So this is a screenshot. I believe the audit is almost complete, or it is complete. And yeah, they're just kind of waiting for the release, and this will be a place for you to sell DB's NFTs. I also believe they're going to add XeNFTs to have like a home market, which would be really, really cool. We'll see how they deliver it. We don't have a lot of it's kind of like X1 chain. Like, unless you're in the camp of DBZen, you don't know what the fuck is going on. And me personally, I just be like, yo, I don't know what's going on, but I don't use that as like a reason to not stay hip, you know? And that's something I see on my channel a lot. People be like, yo, it's moving too fast, I'm being left behind. You don't think we all being left behind on something? Like, things move, like the world spins, you know? It's really just on your dedication and your focus to the situation, you know? And if you can't, it's an unfortunate event if you can't provide full attention to something, you know? It does maybe take some comprehension of self-will to get past your own issues. You know, I think of like, I can follow this and this, but even me, like, I be falling out of DXN, but what I'm happy about is when you go and do the research, it all leads back to making DXN a better token, a better product, right? Everything leads back to DXN. So that's really the best part of this ecosystem. It's fairly launched and all roads lead back to DXN, and then DXN is utilizing Zen's success as a backbone of support. Like, that's kind of how I'm registering DXN. Same with Phoenix. Kind of why I think those are really good XN providers when you think about burning your Zen. I'm personally only going to be burning with brands that are giving me foresight that they want the backbone or like the engine of the contract. Maybe it doesn't need users. Maybe it just really needs good use case, good solution, right? The solution, here we go. There we go. Sorry, I had to get tech with it because that's where we are trying to express when we're in crypto. We are tech motherfuckers. So in tech, we problem solve, right? We see problems and we get solutions. That's why your family members ask you, how the hell do I work this electronic device? Because they are not in tech, unfortunately. It's unfortunate. You know, it's like, damn, I wish you were in tech so you know how to use your iPhone, you know, but they don't, right? And then there's levels in this tech shit. So in tech, like, we want to see something like a DXN utilize technology, right? A backbone to survive and remove human interaction, automate everything. Like, that's why DXN is fire. Right. And the solutions that it brings to the table is, how do you get Ethereum? Basically, like, how can you get a personal faucet of Ethereum? And if you use DXN the correct way, you can actually make your own personal faucet. Right. And now it's just on the user to figure it out. Right. If you bought DXN down here, right, you're setting up your personal faucet because people are going to be burning Zen with native fee to sell the chart when it pumps, because there's people who also are going to be grabbing the token to make a faucet. Then it pumps, and when some people could take the motherfucking profit, and then new people go, damn it, I wish I made my faucet back at 60 cents. Why did I wait till it was $1 to make my faucet? Why did I wait till it was $2 to make my faucet? I don't know, man. Get your piece of the pie. And that's why, again, the fair launch is coming to a blockchain near you called X1 chain. All of these products, like a DXN, will utilize X1's block space to perform protocol shit like this, right? And I personally think, after all the tech I've been through in crypto tech, I really enjoy the way that X1 is working. Like right now, if I want to go in, because I'm on X1, I mean, there's other pieces of X1. We've been using X1 for over a year. DevNet, and DevNet was basically the beginning stages, right? That's Polygon fork. And then Fastnet was Phantom fork, which is where we are today. Where now, if you're using testnet that does not say DevNet, you know, you're mining XENblocks. You're getting stuff to do stuff, you know. So for all of us who've moved on and now we're on the real fucking X1 chain, the one that sees the updates, bro, right? Like we updated our nodes like 2 days ago. That was pretty cool. And it made the chain faster. And Jack was like, oh, I just need to do something now. Like, why would I wait till mainnet, you know, to do some sort of update? We might as well just do it now. And he talked about another thing that also started to progress my thoughts of like, oh, X1 is on the horizon, because we're literally bug bountying ourselves to make sure that it can handle the release, right? And the hardest part, I think, of releasing a blockchain is getting the community involved. So what we've done, oh, they took read only off there. I wonder if they added it here. What we've done that other blockchains don't do is we've opened up ownership in different ways to own X1 chain. It really just depends on you as a user, how you feel like you want to own this, or maybe you've never thought about owning anything in crypto and this is your first time with ownership. You can kind of learn what it is to own your crypto, whether it starts as Zen, you know, or it just starts with you buying XN and then delegating it to a favorite validator and just kind of learning along with the validator, right? There's the education evolves beyond Zen now that we're here. Where am I at with this? Where'd I go? Oh, the test wallet. So this right here, this is X1. So if you start using the X1 wallet, you're basically on the net. And then like, but it is testnet. So I went ahead and delegated 35 XN tokens to hash heads, where now I get coins for delegating to them. And then you can see here, I get a little bit of rewards. It's slowly going up. But as hash heads validates blocks, I get rewards. And then this one right here, this is going to be my blockchain node, which is validator 36. And so far, I've mined however many blocks. I don't know how many blocks I've hashed with my miner. I don't know how to look up that shit yet. But long story short, I have 4 XN and rewards. I claimed my rewards like 2 days ago. So, yeah, here, let's claim these rewards. Oh, I might not be on the right chain. Let's get to the right chain. Damn, gas is cheap right now on Ethereum. 14 Gwei. We're going up. What up, Diochland? What up, ADZ? See you, Lita. People that are crying about price are not increasing their size as the stack. The proof is in the blockchain. You better be moving on the blockchain. We can see you. You've had the same amount of money in your blockchain wallet for too long. We can see you. Where's it at? Where are you? Right here. Almost. We got to go to the dungeon wallet. No, I'm just kidding. For some reason, I don't know why, I was just like, man, I am definitely not doing all my X1 stuff on an educational wallet. I'm going to pick some new shit. Because what the fuck? Claim rewards. Let's look how fast this is. So I don't know how much XN's gonna be, but if XN's $1 and I'm getting $2 a day for running a node, I don't know. That's kind of why, like, look how the fees are so cheap on X1 chain, bro. Because what we've learned in X1, it's not about fee structure. That's the Nakamoto consensus. That's old crypto. So like in old crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, that's what's holding them back from being the best, right? Or, I mean, obviously Bitcoin is the best and there's no second best, but Ethereum choosing Nakamoto consensus, fuck them. Because now they have an auction-based gas system that makes people kind of not want to use their network, right? It's like texting back in the early 2000s. People usually wait until after 9 to text somebody. You know, it kind of created the like late night phone culture. So Ethereum kind of holding on to that. And, you know, we don't have late night phone culture anymore. Now you can call anybody as much as you want, text people as much as you want, right? Nobody in the communication area of infrastructure thinks that you need to pay a fee to send a text, right? I mean, we still see that thing pop up. You might have to pay for this text, but you know, it really just depends on how you're traveling. If you're a world warrior, you probably pay for fucking phone service because you're not like me. I live in America, bitch. I got Verizon, I got AT&T, I got T-Mobile. We connected. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so ETH is having that issue, and we don't have that issue in X1 chain. In X1 chain, oh damn, it says you can't find this. It might be moving too fast. Here, we'll go to the home here. But like in X1 chain, our gas, it should go up, right? And it could get expensive, but it's probably going to be based on the price of XN token more than it would be on the network's congestion. Right? That's kind of like Solana is trying to break that barrier right now where you can have cheap fees and an expensive coin. Right? That's kind of what's cool about Solana and why I see they're trying to have this VC approach to crypto so they can get more people online faster. Right? Versus the old school mentality, which is fees are a thing, or centralized control like BNB. BNB is so centralized, but people don't fucking care, obviously, right? XRP, I still can't believe it's up here. Like, they don't even have their own blockchain that people run. What the hell? The wrong X is up here. Don't worry, the right X will be placed and plopped up here before they know it. But yeah, so go check out X1 chain, man. Go get some XN tokens now. Go to the Telegram. Harass Jack, get some XN. Cool. Already making more rewards. Nice. So when it comes to my X1 node, you can check me out. I'm number 36 in the validators. Gas has been so crispy. So crispy. The Oceanland said yesterday for 33x minimum, but looking for 100x from today's prices. Damn. Yo, follow Deoceanland on YouTube. He'd be spitting the bars on how to do all the leverage trading and whatnot. Oh, I see the icons are down again. Curious to why this keeps happening. But it doesn't matter. We don't care about the UI. It's just for pretty shit. Hey, shout outs to the 7 delegators. Looks like we got some people delegating over here. And this is what's good to see because as people delegate on the node has more staked in XN. And then the rewards, they grow for everyone because there's more opportunity for votes, right? The more that's staked, the more votes you can acquire. And there's multiple ways that people are going about this. Some people are building data centers on X1 chain where they can have multiple computers and they don't have to really worry about voters. They'll just be, computer stacks. They're like, fuck votes. We'll make votes, we'll buy it and we'll make it. But then there could be people like myself who are like a self-centered community node where you can kind of use this as like your bridge in to start, if you don't know what you're trying to do next. So then what does that mean for me? Validator ID 36. What is that? How do I work my ass off to make sure people delegate with my node? One would be obviously doing the YouTube. Two would be trying to get the best millisecond times so that I can produce a good amount of blocks. So right now, I guess we can say, looks like a lot of people are in the hundreds. Looks like there are some people that have some pretty bad uptimes. I think my uptime might even be like this here. This keeps changing. Sometimes it'll be on seconds, sometimes it'll be on milliseconds. Let's find myself. Yeah, I'm at the 2s right now. I stay around here. I stay around 2, and I'm not hardlined. So there's some more stuff I'm gonna do to make my vibe a lot better. Damn, blood is updated. Oh, maybe it is. Maybe it's not. I don't know. It looks like it. No, 47. What's going on here? This ain't updating. All right, there it goes. Wow, that was weird. It wasn't updating. So let's look at it now. Oh, so now it's down to 14 milliseconds. Yeah, that was weird. That was like a weird one. I don't really know. See, it's fluctuating. But long story short, if you have a node validator running, you're gonna want this call time to the blockchain to be as finite as possible. The way you make your connection more finite is by following hardware requirements so that you can have like the best node online. And that's what I mean. A lot of people will probably choose hardware requirements at the beginning, and validation or delegation will be amongst people who can comprehend like, hey, I can control a piece of this. Like I can get a stake in X1 chain by staking to a node, right? And then you have people like Tree City West who are creating incentive to stake on their node by airdropping tokens for being a part of their community, right? So it's gonna be a really cool time when all this comes out. And again, that's kind of why I'm saying, yo, it looks crazy right now because it's pretty much ready. It's just waiting for all of the bugs and stuff to get worked out and win X1, just like the title says. Look how many delegators and hashtag validators is wild. No one comes close to it as far as numbers of delegation. That's tight, dude. Congratulations. Yeah, let's see. Wow, 224 delegators on the hashtag network. That is cool. Did you link this to claim? Is there a claim button here? Mind you, put the purple AOX1 testnet users. Jump in. Hey, this is cool to watch. Tree, this shit went from just real quick on some reminisce. Bro, a couple months ago, it was just this box. That's crazy. Level up. Level up. But yeah, so if you stake the Tree City West on testnet, so here we'll go ahead and claim. Every day, I think you can claim 420 hash tokens. So every time I come back, though, it never remembers me. It always tells me I never claimed. Look how low the gas fees are. They're pretty low. This is before Zen is on here, though. And again, all it takes is one person to figure out the game that works every single day based on how Zen is created. That's a variable that I'm sure will be explored one day. Right now, we're focused on building the blockchain, so anybody got time for that? Cool. So I got 840 hashtag tokens now, or hash tokens. I need to up my stake. I don't know where this is gonna go. This is just for fun. So if you are on testnet, feel free to utilize hashtag delegator. Yeah, I this is what's cool. So I've been learning a lot of different things as well. So I'm hoping I can release my first smart contract soon, and we can have some fun. More than likely gonna do it on testnet, and yeah, just start building. And this is why, again, I think this is totally different than what you're used to. If you're coming from the Pulse Chain camp, I'm sorry, shout out Pulse Chain, but I'm sorry. you probably were exposed to a lot of sacrifices. In X1, I'm pretty sure our marketing strategy, or the superior marketing strategy, or the meta, how about that? People like that word. The meta marketing strategy in X1 will be participation. So anything that has a participation type of direction, where like they're really focused on time, they're like using time rather than saying like, oh, we're gonna come and like drop a shitcoin, right? Or so we're gonna drop these JPEGs and we hope that they rock. Anyone who you see is like doing simple time-based releases probably are gonna have the biggest impact on the network, right? Because it's gonna be a huge network. It's gonna be huge. Here, you want to see something huge? I'll show you. Jack Levin already talked about this. Oh, sorry, I was listening to Kendrick earlier. Oh, I don't want to get a strike, bruh. Chill. I love listening to Kendrick Lamar. Going up. Tree City West going up. What up, Shaka? Wait. So a lot of you probably saw this already. I'm just gonna go to the end.
Not a difficult thing. If it's not difficult, it's probably maybe not even worth doing. But anyway,
I tweeted that earlier.
And then receive the client code to actually run this sort of mining.
And in terms of the workers who would be handling these processes, and so when are you ready to bring that to market? When does that make its appearance?
So we're at the demo stage right now. I would say within the next few quarters we'll probably be able to have something that can accept tasks from a multitude of clients and
hold on, here we go.
To actually develop smart contracts that can do things for. Here I got involved with actual workers, and they don't have to worry about who is who because everything's done anonymously and verified by the system.
All right, here we go.
Production as well as the accounting and payment.
Is you are also at the point of announcing a really amazing sort of step forward and evolution of the business.
So this right here is Jack Levin talking in 2020 or like 2019, 20, I mean, whatever, 18. I don't know when it came out, but it came out 5 years ago. How about that? And he was already entrepreneuring Imagizer, which is a software that he created for the internet that a lot of people already utilize, so that the browser helps the code create sizing for images, right? Because images, obviously, that's the whole internet. The whole right now, dude, I'm a fucking image. Hits the weed. Yeah. So he has already been trying to get this going, and I do think that X1 is kind of like the final product to it, but crypto tokenization, like of ideas, that's kind of what crypto is. Like it's a way to digitally tokenize an idea. Really wasn't at a pinnacle point of the creation. So he doesn't really speak in that instance, but like now if you hear this back with X1 chain being out, me being a validator and knowing that I'm actually the worker, a lot of this makes a lot of sense. So let's listen in.
Involving blockchain to take on even larger challenges. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. So until essentially this year, Imagizer was a component of the media delivery stack. But we also have clients that require image conversion that is not necessarily for web consumption. They simply want to compress their images. So if you imagine having a client that has 40 billion images, running, let's say, 1,000 to 2,000 to 5,000 servers to do the sort of conversion would take months to finish. So we thought, given those requirements, why not tap into the blockchain miner community that is tired of mining and have those miners actually do image manipulation driven by blockchain as a fulfillment center for both task production as well as the accounting and payment for the tasks being done. So not in so many words, I would call it Airbnb for compute or Airbnb for your CPU, is where you carry your notepad or notebook and you're at the coffee shop and you're browsing or you're checking your email or playing with Facebook or whatnot, and you have spare CPU capacity. You could be renting out that sort of CPU capacity to a company that wants to compress their data. So that's where the blockchain comes in, because it allows the kind of like this brokerage between the task creators or owners of the task and the actual workers. And they don't have to worry about who is who because everything's done anonymously and verified by the system itself.
It seems like such a natural.
So if you comprehend that now, like that's literally X1. X1 is the client that's going to live in between people who have problems and users that are looking, or in users that have solutions, or workers that have solutions, right? The real crazy part is that X1 chain is a gigantic client with a lot of versatility, and we all that are running nodes, we are providing compute power to provide that versatility amongst the client called X1 blockchain, right? So it's really cool to see everyone grab their piece of the internet. If you start to catch my drift now, and grab it and say, bitch, this is mine. Because right now is the fairest launch of X1 chain. It's not going to get any fairer than today, tomorrow, and the moment that Jack says this shit is live, right? He already said it was live 5 years ago, but there's no one there to bring it to life because Ethereum is banging, Bitcoin is banging, right? We're playing with shit coins. We're not thinking about how we can utilize our compute power to pay our fucking light bill, right? We're not thinking about how the internet is everywhere in everybody's palm of their hand, right? And again, some people try to do this approach by putting miners in your browser, where your browser is mining cryptos, and instead of it being like a data center, or like how he said, a solution center, or you know, a data center, basically. Like he's like, you send your problem to a data center, you send your transaction to a data center, you know. It's cool, man. Yeah, we're helping live out this man's dream, and it just so happens to be we're like-minded, and I got the same dream. Like, I really want to see people bridge themselves into a better energy source. I do, again, I've said this multiple times, but I do think Bitcoin is better for your mental health, like in this reality, because when you're chasing a dollar that's always inflating, you're probably never going to trump it, because it's like Zen. Until Zen has X1 chain, none of us can really trump the Zen card, because the inflation is always going to be trumping us. So in the fair launch, essentially the community can take the leadership, you know. And if there's a few bad actors, it's kind of like anything in blockchain. Like, you just got to wait for it to filter them out, or, you know, for time to play out, if time is part of the essence of success, right? Like in DBZen, 95% of the coins are out by year 4, right? In Zen, 8 year, all the majority of the inflation will happen before 2029, right? So you're fucking early. If you're out there, welcome. You're really early, and that's why, again, I don't think we can see. I don't think we're back. I don't think it's off the table that we're in a downtrend. I do not think we're in a bear market, but I do think we're in a short-term squeeze, where they're about to squeeze the shit out of this because they can. And you're just not hearing about it. And now we got to wait for everybody else to fucking get along. Come along, guys. It's a squeeze. It's probably going to come up here, bounce, and get rejected, and you're going to lose all your money, right? And again, I'm just waiting for X1 chain to come out and be real, so we can start moving our real crypto energy, you know, into X1 chain. I'm already doing it by mining XENblocks, securing Zen, you know, but I am totally ready to move the fuck. It's like getting a brand. It's like, you know, the penthouse is on the hill, and you already got it bought, and you're like in the slumps right now. You're like, dude, I'm about to go to the penthouse in the hill. Like, when is the lease signing date? Everything's been checked off except the lease signing date. I remember using Image Shack for MySpace. Yeah, I was what's funny is I didn't use Image Shack. I used Photo Bucket, and now it's trash, because if I would have used Image Shack, my images would still be here. But I chose Photo Bucket, and then Photo Bucket dumped all of their hard drive space. Wah, wah, wah. If you want to watch this Jack Levin video here, I'll drop it in the chat so you can go and watch it. It's a cool little 28-minute video. But yeah, so back to what I was talking about. So where we are here in X1 land is that if you want to get your times up so that you can have the best data connection, so that you can be the best, you're going to need at least 32 gigabytes of RAM or more. So the more RAM you have, the better. So some people are saying they're future proofing their machines. They're going for 64, 128. I mean, it gets pretty expensive at that point. Here, we'll go ahead and look at some RAM prices. Depends on which way you're going to, I guess. Like if you got a laptop, for instance, some people might want to start on laptop. So you'll be looking for DDR4 32s. You'll be looking for these. If you're on a laptop, if you're on a desktop. So yeah, I've started learning about RAM too. So sodium. You got sodium RAM, which is going to be for your laptop. And then you're going to have DIMM RAM, which is going to be for desktop. So you'll see DIMM RAM is much longer than sodium RAM. Get that sodium, right? Like right now I'm getting ready to update my computer and it's a laptop. And the only reason I can use my laptop right now before I got to open a data center is because the network will be small enough to where I do think if you just want to get started, you should be able to be a part of something special. And then eventually that something special will become very enterprise. And then you'll be like, that was cool, you know? But that's kind of why, again, I don't want to get myself too caught up in getting hardware unless I'm going to go full enterprise for X1 chain. And if that were the case, I can already see it going data center where it's like, I need to learn how servers work or something else. Like something else is to be learned. Like the game doesn't stop at my laptop, right? So, yeah, what we're looking at here is you're going to want to get up your RAM and see if your computer, if you got a laptop, I would recommend, you know, updating your RAM if it's possible. You can run an X1 node, but all you're going to need is a 10 core processor or above. You got 10 cores, you're doing pretty good. You got 12, you're kicking ass. You got 16, that's going to be elite grade. So minimum is 16 cores. In multi-core, you know, that's why it's like you really want 24, 32 cores so you can get your times to finite. And that's going to be someone who builds like a dedicated server. They're going to get everything perfect so they can have like the closest millisecond node down to 1 second. Some of these people probably got 1 second here. There's got to be a 1 second supercomputer somewhere in this beast. Let's refresh and see. The milliseconds went back to 100 seconds. Yeah. Damn it. I hate when it goes back to this. Yeah, you can see here. Let me see. Where am I at? Yeah, so you can see I want to get my milliseconds down even more so that I can be even closer to the block. But the only way I can do that is by getting better hardware, such as a processor that's over 10 cores and then RAM that's going to be over 32 gigabytes, right? So this it's not going to be cheap. I'm going to be real. That's why this is going to be very expensive to own any piece of X1 chain. Whether you're burning Xen, it's going to cost money. Whether you're mining XNM, it's going to cost money. Whether you're building a fucking smart computer, it's going to cost money. So it's kind of just like choose your poison on where you want to spend your most time. So yeah, let's see. One of these is the one they say grab. Yeah, this one here, the 5.7. If not, you want to get this one. This would probably be your future proof. The 5900. All right, let's see. Let's look at max 32 cores. God damn. Yeah. That's a whole ass PlayStation. Just kidding. That's mini PlayStations. And that's why it's like, yo, if you're gonna go for enterprise grade, you're gonna be paying for it. But who knows how expensive all this stuff will be in the future. That's something I don't even talk about on this channel. But like, you can go out there and find people who will tell you about basically like the price. right? And that's why I think getting 12 cores as an entry level node operator is totally fine for now. It'll be better. It'll be in the future. Maybe there's like something like an Amazon type vibe that really shows up. Maybe someone clones eBay and they put it on X1 chain because it just has the best relay time. And then also like how these photos are showing up. This is why I'm bullish on X1 chain. I think in X1 chain with inscriptions, people will be able to import a lot of data into the chain quick, which then they can source on sites to make it almost like an IPSF vibe, all running on, instead of it saying Google, it just is like, this is sponsored by X1 chain, right? Everybody's block space is helping the website be built. Unlike when you go to like Pulse chain, right? Like this is kind of like a bass backwards version of it. My whole thing about like the Pulse chain thing, was it Pulse X? Pulse X. So like now when I go to pulsex.com, like this pops up and then like I have to do this part, right? So this is like old now because X1 chain is going to come out. If you can catch my drift. So what would essentially be a better design here would be, instead of doing ISPF, why not just put all of the data inside of X1 chain as an inscription that is banked for operation? So then that way you can get like those banked items to the website like this, instead of asking people to store the site on their browser, hoping that they do it, or like store it somewhere, right? It's like, hey, store it somewhere. Instead of us saying, hey, store it somewhere, we're already providing the storage, right? And this is why, again, if you're building an X1 node, after you get a sick ass processor, you're gonna want to get one of these, an NVMe SSD, 1 TB, maybe even 2. So these are pretty cheap. I've noticed these ones are pretty cheap for a terabyte. It's like $200 or so. Some of them can get really expensive. I hear that this is probably the best one to get. This Samsung 990 Pro. Seems a lot of people are into this one, as well as Critical. It's a really good chip brand to get yourself into. But yeah, Samsung, that's where they rule. They rule in hard drive space. But yeah, you're going to want to get one of these. And that's why some people are opting to doing 2 terabytes already, because they think that this is going to be a pretty big chain. So if you do 2 TBs, this might allow you to hold more of the chain on your product thing that you're going to have. And this is to say, like, you're not going to have access to change your, that's kind of what my perception is. It's like, yo, if you are someone who's saying, I'm not going to have access to changing my SSD space for some fucking reason, right? Maybe you might want to future proof it and put 2 terabytes in. So as the chain grows, you're not like capping on hard drive space, which is stopping you from, getting blocks, because you're capped out. Someone just uploaded a shit ton of stuff to the internet and you're capped out. So that's kind of why, again, people are going with the 2 TB. It's a little bit, it's much more expensive, the 2 TB, but kind of really on you, So those are the 3 critical things that are going to give you a higher relay time. I mean, the next thing, of course, is a 10 gigabit concept. So that's on you, that's what kind of internet go to your house. Like, are you getting fiber? Are you getting broadband? Are you getting cable? Are you getting satellite? What kind of internet uptime do you have? That's going to be the last step to give you the most finite node on the planet, next to everybody else that has the same setup as you, do all that shit. And then there's 200 people with the same setup, right? Was Jack wearing the members only jacket? I don't know. Kind of looks like it. Jack needed stylists. He need Richard Hart to style him. 186 global rank. Party time. Hey, Sun Station, you going up, man. 136 or 186. You catching up to me. Actually, I think you passed me. I had an issue with Yeah, you did. I had an issue with my miner for like 4 days because I was getting really bad GPU miners, and it stopped my production. Like right here, dude, I was getting the worst. So I fell off hard because of that little error. And I've been trying to climb the ladder again, but it's that's just it. Like this is probably the hardest like pocket to get into, is that top 100. People are cashing out to stay there, you know, and it makes sense because again, you'll be able to stake XENM. So XENM will be able to be staked to X1 chain as an amplifier for your validator. So I'm pretty sure we'll see something pop up where it's like delegated XN, staked XN, and then you'll see staked super blocks, staked XENM, right? And that's all because all those coins are also developed to secure the network, right? And if they're getting more yield for XN, if they're getting XN in yield, it incentivizes those people to hold their coins, and now XN is secured and backed by that proof of work. Yeah, this is something that was said. I'm not making this up. I actually saw it in a tweet or in a post earlier. Who posted it? Gosh darn it, you guys talk too much in this Telegram. Hey man, y'all be talking way too much up in here. Stop talking up in here. You feel me? No, just kidding. Damn, too many words. But yeah, Jack said it in the Telegram. Join the XENblocks Telegram. If you need, the link is downstairs. Hit any of the guides. The guide will have the Telegram link, so you can jump in here. We were reminiscing when the difficulty in XENblocks went up to 6,000. A couple of days ago, we had the all-time high, or 2 days ago, something happened where the blockchain wasn't producing the right difficulty, and it kept it stagnant for a couple hours. And then finally, when they tweaked it to get back on like the right difficulty of the network or the users on the network, it spiked from like 112 to 130 difficulty. Now it's at I think it's at 4. Damn, I'm at 188 now. Oh man, I'm falling back fast. People are stepping up to the plate, I guess. But yeah, now we're at 124. But yeah, so you see here, like, it dropped like significantly. Something happened, I guess, with the vibes, right? And then out of nowhere, boom, we went from 112 to 130. So there's a lot of speculation happening on XENblocks, and it makes sense because, again, Zen might not be the best way to continue belief in securing the chain. Now, that does not mean that Zen will not rip, and you shouldn't be there for profit, duh. But what I'm saying is that there's a narrative that Zen is only valuable for burning for XN token. So until more people stop to think that, and start to think like, nah, this is a portal token, the value of this should be high because it's your exit off of the ETH. Like, this should for sure be like a two. Like, imagine somebody has a shit coin and they want to get off of ETH, and then they can buy Zen at 6 zeros 36. What kind of integrity coin is this? What kind of portal coin? The fuck? This is too inflated, right? So that's why, again, I think this is going to burn off heavy, and then that's going to, of course, take the price to all new levels that no one's ever seen before, blah, blah, blah. And it will all be built on the speculation of X1 chain. So yeah, get into Zen. But if you want the most XN tokens at the release of X1 chain, I do believe if you mine XENblocks and you put more energy towards this right now, this will give you more tokens for sure. One, it'll probably get you enough. Like, I'm pretty sure anyone who has 100K XNM might, like, that's like me now. It's like, damn, when this comes out, if I have to turn 100 XNM into 100 XN, right, in order for me to be a validator, then I'm only going to have 25 XNM, 25K. I'm only going to have 25K, man. The game is to have a lot, So I'm making my decisions right now. But again, anything I got to do, and I'm sold myself. That's why I'm telling you, like, I sold myself on I do think I want to be heavily involved in X1, and I do think I want to be part of this, and I'm okay with the APR if it's higher or lower, you know, because again, the stake here will be based on owning the net, and then the transactions that happen on the net is what I'm betting on. And if there's not a lot of transactions on X1 chain, then I think crypto is doomed in general. I think people don't want to use it. You know, it's a wrap. You know, give up on crypto, man. Nobody wants to use it. X1 chain came out, most fairly launched, distributed coin in existence, and people still wanted to go and trade shit coins. You know, I mean, it's not gonna, you know, make me stop this shit like a fool, but it's gonna put a lot of proof in the pudding. I'm about to send an Inscription X1 testnet. Damn, you about to do one? What's the code? What up, Sixer? That's yours, not mine. I'm like 1,000-ish. Hey, at least you in the top 1,000. Wait till everybody figure out about it. Or, so y'all don't know about this, but Yosef came out with a banger over here, bruh. Let's pull up Yosef. What? Did he delete it? Oh no. Where is it? Oh, okay, here it is. So Yosef came out with a fully automated graphics user interface for Vast AI for your computer, so that you can use Vast AI to make XENblocks, but you got like a mask that runs for you, so that you don't have to go to vast.ai, right? You just do it all through this app. So this is right here. This is phenomenal. This is where we're going in Zen world. We're learning how we take these real world use cases and build them into the blockchain. Like now, I think this is literally one step away from you using Zen to mine XENblocks, and then it's just an infinite loop. People are mining Zen to mine XENblocks to secure XN. It's like, what the fuck? That's crazy. You know? And then again, when we have this happening too, this introduces the idea where it's like, well, what if I want to just take fiat? Oops. Right? Like if I become a B2B, why don't I just become a fiat client and go and get the ability to take fiat on my app? So then that way people can take that fiat and spend it on GPU power to make crypto. It's not like they're buying cryptos. They're buying GPU power. They're buying power. It just happens to be the internet is the bridge between the power and the crypto. You know? We're a whole new world. You've never thought of this type of shit. It wasn't possible until X1 came out, and it made everybody start to think a whole new fucking world could fucking happen. That's my Disney song. The only selected majority have a clue how good Jack really is. If he's not Satoshi, he's close as you're going to get. Facts, man. It's getting harder and harder to find blocks, but still not hard enough. Yeah, I will say that too. Getting blocks has become a lot harder. I'll look at, he did it. Tree City West just sent an inscription to X1 chain. Yeah, let's go inscribe some stuff. I'm down to inscribe some stuff on X1 chain. Let's do that. Let's have some fun over there, man. I'm bored as fuck. Let's just start degenning. Yeah, Shaka got the nice hourglass. You feel me? Got the red one. Dosed up. This is fire. I'm gonna hit a fire emoji. But yeah, man, do y'all still need to be sold on X1 chain? Are you still asking yourself when X1? Are you still lost in the sauce? If so, I can't help you. But maybe somebody else can. There's no indexer, but you can use ETH. You can use ETH inscription on coin tools to send the transaction. That's funny. So I hear you. So I can go here to coin tools. Because essentially inscription is just writing on top of or is just writing in the space of a transaction to let that to identify that that coin that was associated in that transaction has some information on top of it. Like the concept is like if I'm a scientist and I got a Petri dish and I want to look into it, I'm gonna put it under a microscope so I can see inside of the Petri dish. So that's kind of like the inscription. It's like the inscription is the Petri dish, and then when you look through the microscope, that's the blockchain showing you what is on that inscription. But you're saying if I were to go here, I have an inscription tool. Inscription check mint. Oh, ETH inscriber. Damn, they got a whole bunch of inscription tools. Man, Zen made coin tools so rich. That's funny. Just set your network to X1. Oh, because right now it says mainnet, question mark? I think it's connected to X1. Address, send to self, wallet transaction pop-up count, send self 5? Or maybe 1. That's gonna give me it. That's funny. A whole new world. Damn, it costs no money to inscribe on X1. We did it. we inscribed. Tree City West did it first. I did it second. How about that? Oh, this went to ETH scan. That's cool. What I could do is just go here, and then my MetaMask will be connected to the Explorer. They must be doing some stress tests. LOL, been slow as fuck for me too. Yeah, XN is slower right now. But the stress is hardcore. Like if you look at the node, bro, there's so much spanking happening. But it makes sense. Like you want to spank the shit out of the chain so that you know that it's you know, it's a wrap. And let's claim rewards. Nah, I want my real one. Hard hat, hash head. Maybe it didn't pop up. Maybe it really did do Ethereum. I'll have fun with this later. We'll figure it out. But Tree City West just did it. He tripping. Big ups. I'm gonna do something. We'll see what happens. We'll figure it out. But yeah, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm excited. I think again, I am in a really good place in crypto, and I hope you are too. Just don't be surprised to see Bitcoin get rugged at like 44 over the weekend. 42. Hopefully we get to 42. We get to 42, I would say 44 on the table. You know? But I don't think it's back. I still think we won't hit 50K till March. And I honestly think that Zen could pull back, but at the same time, I'm bullish that this is the bottom. Right? So it's Pandora's box, or it's, you know, Schroeder's cat, whatever you want to think, whatever direction you're believing, you know, time is on your side. So in the short term, we don't fucking know. In the long term, Zen to the moon. Peace.